Welcome back, Honey Hollow Hive. We are back today with another reading. Today's going to be another 18 plus reading, and I want to hype y'all up. Today we're going to focus on the things that you need to be hyping up more about yourself, or what you don't realize that you need to be hyped about. And that could be sexually, that could be your aura, that could be physically. Either way, I'm going to hype you up and help you see what others are seeing in you that you are underappreciating or that you don't really value about yourself. So we're going to get started with pile 1, but before that, let's get into what each pile is. So pile 1, you have the word egg. Pile 2, representing you, have the word January. And pile 3, you have trust. The words in the synonyms or the adjective describing them don't have to mean anything, but I will give you close-ups on each pal, and you can pick it based off number. You can pick off timestamp or whatever you want to, or the words describing the word. But either way, choose the pal that's best for you. So pal 1, we have the word egg. In describing it, we have birth, multidimensional, cracked, fertility, diversity, rotten, creation, multi-purposed, bare, shiny, fresh, bright, horrific, versatility, golden, miraculous, scrambled, identical, raw. Again, that's pile 1. Pile 2, we have January. That's the first month of the year, so you have 1, new beginning, Capricorn and Aquarius, fresh year, career goals, near end of astrological year, sweetness, New Year's resolution, new cycle, bitter cold, start anew, and missionary. And then pile 3, you have the word trust with the adjectives don't trust them, authenticity, look out, I trust you with my life, me, myself, and I, relax in myself, honesty, trust in God only. So again, whatever words or messages resonate with you best, or whatever you want to pick this on, you can. But we're going to start with pile 1. This is pile 2, and then we'll end with pile 3. Alright. Okay, pile 1, I'm going to see if I can hype y'all up in 5 minutes. So you chose the egg word, the first pile, and this is your reading. Let me hype you up. Your first cards was the 3 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, and then the Star. So with this, I really got the impression that you all are y'all are a work in progress, and I think y'all need to realize about yourself. Everything is not going to happen in a day. Rome wasn't built in a day, so you aren't going to change and become the best version of yourself overnight. That shit takes hard work. But I do think that y'all are on that path of self-progression and improvement. You're wanting to better yourself and your environment or your situation. And I feel like others around you might be on the same path, or they might be recognizing those traits about you. So I think you need to recognize that yourself. Even if you feel like you're not doing enough, people see the growth and they see how much potential you have. They have hope and faith in you, and if you don't know it or you don't realize it, I think you are a good influence on your community and the people around you. They're inspired by you and how revolutionary you are. You can evolve and grow quickly. What's sticking out to me is y'all's adjective, y'all word egg, was multi-purpose, birth, multi-dimensional, cracked, fertility, raw, golden, versatility, also fresh. All of those kind of stick out for your reading, because I think all of those are words that are adjectives that are synonymous with you, or that could be relative to you. So let's get some oracle messages. But y'all could recognize this about yourselves too. But either way, we're still going to hype you up and congratulate yourself on being that bitch or that, well, regardless, that bitch can be universal. It doesn't matter what your gender identity is. You're that bitch regardless. Because you inspire people by just doing you, and by wanting to change, and by wanting to build a better life for yourself. So y'all's oracle message from my 1133 deck says, do some shadow work. So yeah, it might be great that y'all are constantly evolving and progressing, but you might also need to pay attention to your shadow side too, and some of your toxic traits as well. And if you have already been doing it, then doing more shadow work will only be more beneficial for you. Then your second one was detox. 2 words, and those 2 words are let go. So maybe you all are having trouble letting go of somebody or something that held you back in the past, but that could be some of the shadow work that you are doing. Also with like the 10 of Cups, I see kids here, and then you have 2 3s, so I think it could have been with childhood friends that might have hurt you in the past, or that have done something that like betrayed you. I do think it has to do with childhood friends though, but they have to be let go. Or maybe y'all are just, you're growing at a accelerated rate that they are not, and it's just time for y'all to go separate ways. But you see the potential in them, but they're not going to put in the work to evolve and become better like you are. Then you might be forced to let them go. So I do have some other messages that other people might secretly desire to do with you or for you, or maybe they admire about you. So again, this is an 18+ reading, so some of these people that are recognizing you for your growth might also have some sexual desires for you. So we're going to see. Okay, so those 3 came out. We have, baby, go get the whipped cream, strawberries, and chocolate. You might be the whole like pie. Then you have role play and reverse cowgirl. So yeah, I feel like you all are some dominant people and some real boss people. Again, you have an influence on others, and they admire you. And this includes romantic partners, and this is some of their sexual desires that they have about you. But I hope that hyped y'all up. Pal 1, that's all the messages I have for you. See ya. Alright, pal 2, you all are my January pal. Again, if any of these words resonate with you, let me know. I just find it funny that Aquarius is right here. So here are some of the adjectives that describe Aquarius. Maybe some of y'all are Aquarius, if not Capricorns, but I do see the synchronicities already starting. So let's keep that right there. Your pal is the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and Justice. Whew. So this pal is my innovators, I believe so. Y'all have 2 knights and a queen, and then a major arcana card. So I think y'all are very powerful people. The Queen of Pentacles, I always just get this self-made, humble queen. Like, she just creates a life of abundance for herself, especially materially. And she tries to balance it out with her family dynamic and her friends. And she's just like this radiant goddess that is so rich and wealthy. And with the Knight of Wands and Pentacles, I really love that it's fire and earth. Oh wait, you have 2 fire signs and 2 earth cards. Oh, no, Justice is air, never mind. But yeah, I feel like that's the perfect blend of stability and action and planning. So I do think that y'all are planners and you make everything that you say you're going to do happen. I think y'all are a consistent pal. And what people love about you is that you're reliable. Like I said, if you say you're going to do something, then you do it. That makes it with justice too, because you're fair and independable. Independable. People know that they can rely on you and that you will always do right by them. And because of that, you are rewarded greatly, because that could result in good karma for you. And for those that don't reciprocate that, then they are usually inflicted with bad karma, because you would never do that. And if you like I said, if you say you're gonna do something, then you expect people to deliver on their end, because that's what you would do. So for your for your oracle card, you have nothing nourishes the soul like a good trip. So I do think that y'all are really hard workers, and I think y'all might need to take breaks sometime and be more fair to yourself. Maybe you always are progressing and finding new things to do or more ways to improve, but you might need to take like fun breaks every now and then, so that you can give your body and mind the rest that it needs to rejuvenate. I think I want to do some messages from this deck to wrap up this. This is supposed to be an 18+ reading, but from what I'm seeing, like even from pile 1, y'all don't really have like what people notice about you aren't necessarily like sexual, but we can still put some sexual desires. These people that see all these traits in you, what their sexual desires are because of that. Okay, so maybe you are bisexual, or you attract people that could be bisexual. Maybe you all have widow's peak, that is attracted to people. Or maybe that's a feature of yours that you don't really like, but other people really love that about you. Depression. I do get the impression that some of y'all might overwork yourselves, or that you don't really find people that reciprocate like this same consistency and reliability that you offer. So that could send you into a depression sometimes. But again, if you just take breaks and stop overthinking things, then maybe that could better that for you. Ambitious go-getter. That was obvious with the first card. With this entire deck, or this entire card reading, y'all are definitely ambitious. It might benefit y'all to journal, or maybe some people treat you as journals. They know that that when they call, you'll pick up the phone and talk to them. And then good hygiene. People also notice that about you. So I'll give y'all like 1 or 2 more from this sex deck. And the other one, I think it's identity crisis. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people around you could not be sure of themselves in what you are. Again, I'm getting that Ariana song, 7 Rings. You're like the type that if I want it, I got it. Other people aren't even sure what they want or who they are, but you're confident in both, so they come to you for advice, and you're always there to deliver good advice for them and good guidance. So that's all the messages I have for you all. Pal 2, see you around. All right, pal 3, we are in your reading about let me hype you up. We're going to be talking about the things that you should be more hyped up about within yourself, that you might be sleeping on, or that others notice in you, and why that feeds into like their sexual desires about you. So let's get into it. If you chose the trust card with these adjectives describing trust, then this is your pal. So first card that you got was the Nine of Wands. Then you got the Lovers. And then Judgment. We also got Strength. So I love how these two center cards are both angels, and then you have the Nine of Wands and Strength. So I feel like this is I'll get a maternal energy from this pal, in a protective figure, like a guardian angel. I think people might respect you as a